Hello, my friend. We're back at it again. And today I'm going to tell you how I'm getting strong AF. Because I think for the longest time, I've kind of struggled with increasing weight on my lifts. And it's been so annoying to try and figure out how to improve it. And I didn't really do much research on you need to do this rep scheme and this is how you this is the area you should be training in. I knew kind of the basics of in order to build strength, you need to be within a 1 to 5 rep range, around 80 to 90-ish% of your 1 rep max kind of thing. And I was like, okay, well, let me do that. So I did, for a while, I did less, not a ton of volume, but I did some 3x3s, right? 3 sets of 3 reps, okay? And that works if you're going super high. But let's just say for example, something like a squat. If your squat technique isn't that great and you need to fix it, in the case for me, I struggled a lot with, getting the proper depth in order for in my personal opinion, it's not a full squat unless you go 90 degrees or so. You don't have to go all the way down, but at least 90 degrees counts for me anyways. As a squat, I mean, you could do something like a quarter squat, but it just doesn't seem right to me. So yeah, just getting the proper depth for something like a squat was just so annoying, and going on that heavier rep scheme, it kind of messed me up. I would go heavier, but my technique would break down, and I wouldn't be able to get all the way down, and I wouldn't, build as much strength because one, I wouldn't be going as deep, and and another reason why is, one, I'm also not doing as many reps, and I'm not doing as much volume all throughout, set wise. So from what I found personally, right, this could work 3x3 or, whatever, could work for other people. But I found the best way to build strength for me personally is the classic 5x5. I'm pretty sure that's a classic powerlifter, training scheme. It's just 5x5. Oh, sorry, this car's hot. But the reason why I swapped my squats to 5x5 was I started doing this exercise called Nordic hamstring curls. You may not know it, but it's a tough exercise, right? And in the beginning, I basically had no luck with it. I couldn't pull myself up from the base. You should go look at that up real quick, what a Nordic hamstring curl is. But basically, all I was able to do was the negatives, and I'd be able to hold it, control it until halfway, and then I'd fall down, right? That was where I started. But then after 3-ish weeks of doing 5 sets of 5 reps for the Nordics, right? And I did do it twice a week, to be honest, but 5 sets by 5 reps, and we'll just say 10 sets of 5 reps throughout each and every week, right? I started, I literally was able to do them, just straight from the bottom up in 3 weeks. That's crazy. I saw that transformation in just my hamstring strength and my ability. And I was like, holy crap, this is awesome, right? And so whenever I started looking at changing the rep schemes for my other lifts, I was like, you know what? I need to change this. And you know what happened is, so in the beginning of this month, July, I changed my squat scheme to 5x5, right? And my squat has been going up a lot. I wonder why. Well, I think the reason is there's just a little bit more volume than a 3x3 rep scheme, and you do more reps, and you can have it at a more controlled kind of way, because it's not going to be as heavy of weight. It's going to be around like 70% or so, maybe 80%, right, of your 1 rep max. And you can go to the proper depth, and you can just you just get so much more bang for your buck, if that makes sense. So yeah, rep scheme, huge thing. I'd say just if you want to improve any lift, from now on, I'm going to do 5x5. If I want to increase the any compound lift, I'm probably going to do 5x5 if I want to get stronger in that area. Except for more complex movements like hang clean and snatches, me personally, I would just kind of avoid that, because I don't know, like whenever I do hang clean for more than a few reps and my form starts to break down, you know what? Maybe I should just go lighter. I'm just realizing that maybe I should just go lighter. But yeah, I find that if you do like lots of reps with the hang clean movement and your form starts to break down, you're going to be a lot more prone to injury just because of how those lifts work. So just be careful with like very complex movements like a hang clean or a snatch, right? So yeah, maybe I should just go lighter. I'll try that out actually. But yeah, I just be careful with it because they can cause injury, and that's just like injury does not make you stronger really. So yeah. Oh geez. Anyways, the next thing on how I'm getting stronger is, I'd say it's kind of a weird like mental thing, but I found whenever I put the safety bars up a little bit higher, because like the way my gym has it is basically like there's actually sorry. Basically, whenever I have the things up higher and I'm able to get like to the proper depth, I don't know if it's just like this like mental confidence thing, but I have just more confidence to go down and then push up. I don't know. It's just like I feel more secure or something like that, and I can lift better. I don't know. So it's just something to consider. It's like, are you comfortable with your lifting things? What else? Rep schemes. I'd say not blasting everything constantly is good, because if you want to get stronger, I found like strength exercises should not be very fatiguing. Okay, so you need to make sure that you aren't like super fatigued going into it. Like you're not going to hit a PR after running like a new PR for a 5K, right? You're probably not going to PR and squat unless you haven't squatted in like forever, right? Like you're probably not going to PR. Like just make sure you're relatively fresh. I remember and warmed up as well, because yeah, because if you're just like super fatigued, you know, you did sprints or you did like a crazy amount of cardio, you're probably not going to PR. That being said, I did do cardio the morning of my squat PR, and I think it helped, honestly. Like it's kind of a weird balance that you have to make between fatigue and like being warmed up, because you can do like a light level of cardio, or you know, I did soccer like the morning before, and then I waited until the afternoon to squat. So I was like somewhat rested, but I was also like kind of warm from the soccer that morning. So I don't know. It's just like, make sure you're not super fatigued. That's honestly the biggest thing. Like don't go running for like 20 minutes right before you try and, you know, do like any strength exercise. I found like, I think this is pretty common knowledge, but power movements first, so like jumps, explosive stuff, then heavy lifts should take priority, and then like hypertrophy movements, and then endurance movements, and like cardio. Right? That should be the order that you run things in, unless you have a priority like, oh, I want to build endurance, right? But if you want to get like stronger, you know, power and strength movements should be your first things you do. Oh, dude, I'm getting sweaty. Last thing I gotta say, oh, excuse me. Last thing I gotta say on how I'm getting strong, I'm just trying to get as much sleep as I can, and I'm just trying to eat like a lot of food. Like I don't track my calories anymore, but I know I'm eating a lot, to say the least. And that's just because like you need energy if you want to build strength, if you want to come back stronger than last time. You need to make sure that you have sufficient energy going into your system, right? And make sure it's like quality stuff, not like any BS like Oreos or anything. like just like steaks, butter, that kind of stuff, eggs, those are really good. You know, protein, high quality fats, that kind of stuff. That'll help just make you feel better and stronger. So yeah. Yeah, sleep, diet, nutrition, hydration. Hydration is a big one as well. Just making sure you're not like soggy. you're not, you know, like you haven't lost all of your water before you lift. That's probably a good thing. Yeah, I'm done. I think we're good. That's how I'm getting stronger, man. And yeah, I'm just going at it every single day. I've been lifting in this kind of rep scheme, like just in this like more power lifter kind of base thing for about 9 weeks now, and my squat has gone up substantially. I broke 300 finally. Like, it's like I should have broke 300 back in like this spring, but I finally broke it now, this Monday actually. So I was actually very happy about that. I don't bench because it's not important for my soccer. I don't know what my deadlift is, but I know my hamstrings are a lot stronger because I've done the Nordics, you know. So I would estimate my deadlift to be around 500 now. Cause I was deadlifting like 300 and that was easy before. I don't know, my bench has probably gotten worse, honestly. But using the tactics I used in this video, eventually I'm gonna build up my bench press to be 2 plates, 100 kgs. You know it, baby. I'm gonna get there. We're all gonna get there. So yeah, if you like what I'm saying, go subscribe. I'll see you in the next one, bro. I'm drenched. Holy crap. It's boiling in this car. I'll see you in the next one. Be better and have a day. Make sure you drink your water.